Hey, what's up? It's Evan. I am coming to you from the North Sea, somewhere between Denmark and Germany right now. And I wanted to make this video first off to congratulate you, congratulate for investing in yourself, congratulate you for getting this far on your journey, and hopefully it will continue. And I also wanted to talk to you about potential. I wanted to talk to you about reaching your potential. I think most people in the world come nowhere close to reaching their potential, and that bothers me because there's a lot of talented, genius, amazing people in the world who could create amazing things for this planet, and they're nowhere close because they don't go off and try to reach their potential. Now, it doesn't mean that you are in the dumps, it doesn't mean that your life sucks, it doesn't mean that you've hit rock bottom, but I think most people feel, and I certainly did for myself, I felt like there's just more. I know I could do more. I know that I've done a lot. You know, in my case, I had a business, I built it, sold it, I started a second business, was quickly building up my team. By, you know, the outside world, I was having a lot of success, and I just felt like there's more. I know I could do more. I know I'm better than this. I just don't know how to get to that next gear. I don't know how to come closer to my ceiling. I know I was nowhere close to my ceiling, and I didn't know what to do next. And as I started studying successful people, the one thing that I found kept coming up over and over and over again was self-awareness. They knew who they were, they knew what they stood for, they knew what they stood against, and having that clarity allowed them to go really far, really quickly. And so that discovery started a journey for me that would become Your One Word, became a lot of videos, became the book that I hope you guys will check out and consume and enjoy and apply to your life. It led me to my one word of believe. And your one word is your single most important core value. It's the lens through which you see the world. It's how you make all the most important decisions in your life. It's done through your one word. And so for me, when I stumbled on believe, when I got down to that, I thought, this is too crazy, this is too big, this is too scary. Who am I to be Mr. Believe? It's such a big word. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try some small test. And I tried it with my newsletter. I sent out a newsletter about believe. And it quickly became the best newsletter that I ever sent out. Not just from a content perspective, but it had the highest engagement rate, the highest click-through rate, the highest response rate. People really resonated with it. So I thought, okay, this is working. Let's apply it to my YouTube channel. And at the time, the best video that I had made had 100,000 views in a year it took to get there. And I was so proud of that video. I decided to make a video around believe, and it hit 100,000 views in the first month. What took a year to get on my best video, now I got in a month. And so everything that I touched around believe just started to take off, just started to do better. And it's not just because it's a marketing thing. I want that to be really clear. It's not just a marketing thing for my business. It's an expression of me, of who I am. It's because it's authentic to me. And so then I started quickly applying it to everything else in my business, to my website, to the clothing, to my hiring process, the people I brought on board. Every major decision that I made in my business and also my life came through the lens of believe, and it allowed me to go a lot faster than ever before. And I want that same progress for you. Now, as I was continuing along my one-word journey, I thought, am I the first guy to try to build a business around one word? Like, somebody's figured this out before. How can I model success? And I found a number of different businesses across North America, and I traveled around North America interviewing these different entrepreneurs, from people who have built a $50,000 full-time income for themselves, to someone who built a $500,000 business, to somebody who built $1 million business, to a $5 million business, to a $150 million business. All of these entrepreneurs across North America had built different sized businesses all around their own one word. And the one word was different than mine. You know, mine was believe, but Roberto's was awesome, and Sharon's was family, and Christopher's was honest, and all these different people had different one words. But I thought, can I learn from these people? Can I understand how they built their businesses to kind of create a blueprint? Because there was no blueprint, right? There's no blueprint out there on how to build a business around your one word, single most important core value. And so that inspired me to create it, right? As entrepreneurs, whenever we see a problem, instead of complaining about it, we find opportunities, we solve it. And so interviewing these different entrepreneurs and having their different levels of success, I turned it into a book. I turn it into your one word, and what it does is guide you through the process of finding your one word and applying it to your life and to your business. I hope you will join me on the journey, because I think it's going to make a really big impact for your life and for where you are. So the book is divided into three main sections: core, campaign, and company. Now, core is really about figuring out what your one word is. What do you stand for? This is a applicable lesson to any human being, because we all have core values. If you're human, you have a core value, and figuring that out allows you to make important decisions in your life. It's helpful for people who are entrepreneurs as well as non-entrepreneurs. When I first gave out the test versions of my book, half of my audience was non-entrepreneurs, and they found incredible value from it. You can apply it to your job, apply it to your relationships, apply it to your children, apply it to the communities that you're a part of. Again, every single important decision you make in your life is going to come through the lens of your one word. And so figuring that out, I would say, is one of the most important things you're ever going to do in your life. I would take the exercises seriously. I wouldn't get frustrated if you don't get it right away. This is one of the most important exercises you will ever do in your life. And so give it the time that it needs in order to find the clarity that you need to move forward really quickly. So section 1 is core. It's figuring out what is your one word. It's who you've always been. It's who you always will be. It's figuring out what has made you come alive. It's figuring out what you stand against and hate and don't want to see in your life anymore. And the goal really with all of this is all of those things that have made you come alive in the past, all the people, all the relationships, all of those things you've kind of happened to come across, instead of them being random occurrences, instead of them maybe coming to you next week or next month, I want you to have that consistently in your life. Those moments that have made you come alive, I want to be consistent every day in your life. If you can imagine waking up and taking that action and being bold and courageous and living your one word every single day, your life a year from now won't look anything close to what you're doing right now. You'll realize that there was so much more that you were able to grow in the next year because you were able to live life with meaning, which is what I think a lot of us are searching for. So section 1 is about core. Section 2 is about campaigns. So now we found our one word, we know what we stand for. Now it's about bringing it to our business. And for the entrepreneurs of you out there, this is really relevant, really applicable. I want you to make money from this, right? Section 2 is about campaign, it's about marketing, it's about bringing in sales. I want you to make money. If you're spending time on anything, I know how busy we are as entrepreneurs. I know how many tasks you have to do on every single day basis. This is about how do we turn our product, our service, into something that people really care about. Because your competitive advantage is going to be your story. Your competitive advantage is going to be your value system. Why am I going to buy from a small entrepreneur instead of a big corporation that has a track record, that has history, that has clientele, it's been around for years, and I'm not going to worry about is going out of business next month. I don't want you to compete on price. Because that's a logical thing. That's where a lot of people do, well, we're 20% cheaper than that big company. No, I want you to be able to charge more than that big company. And the way to do it, the way to stand out is through your values. When people feel connected to you, when people feel that you understand them, when they have the same core value as you do or something close and similar, now they're buying much more than just the result of a product or service. They're buying through what I call core selling. Where when you have that shared belief system, people will buy from you because it's you. Because they love your mission, because they feel you're like them, and they'll spend more money with you, and they'll tell their friends about you. That's where you want to be, not competing on price, not trying to look like everybody else. And so the goal with the campaign section of the book is really to talk about how do you start making some money from this idea that you have, and if you already are making money, how do you amp it up? How do you build it into a powerful movement? How do you get people to really, really deeply care about your business and what you're doing? Because it's not just about making money. Money is important. This isn't a charity, and even if it is, money's still important to charities. Money's important, it's just not number one. And so it's finding the thing that's above number one, because when you can capture your customer's heart, when you have their soul, man, they're going to be loyal customers for life and bring so much money into your business. So section 1 is core, section 2 is campaign, section 3 is about building a company. And this is more the operations of building a company. So we're looking at how do you hire people who are around your one word? How do you fire people who are around your one word? How do you run your operations? How do you find suppliers? How do you get venture capital or other investment using your one word? And it becomes really, really important as you build and scale a company. Looking at team building as an example, bringing in a team on is going to be super valuable for your business. You can't do everything yourself if you want to build a large organization. If you want to reach your potential and have a much bigger impact on the world, you need to have a team of people around you. How do you bring on the right people? Well, you want to make sure that they believe the same thing that you believe. Because if you have somebody on your team who does not have a similar belief system to you but has all the skills in the world, you guys are going to fight constantly. Right? You want people who love what you're doing, who feel the same way you do, but can express it through their gifts. So if your gift is being the visionary, being the CEO, being the leader, driving new ideas and implementing them. And their gift might be being a programmer, being a video editor, being a copywriter. You want them to bring the fullest gift that they have to your business and express themselves to help you achieve the similar mission. So as an example, Christina is my video editor, and her one word is believe as well. She almost actually had it tattooed on her arm before ever meeting me. And so she believes in the mission that I'm on, because we're on the same mission together. And she has skills that I don't have, right? She's so great at making videos shine and doing all the editing and adding the music and all the effects. She's great at that, much better than I could ever be or ever hope to be. And so by us teaming up, it works. Where if I had somebody who was a video editor who was just seen it as a job, who didn't like Believe, who thought Believe was stupid, which a lot of people, they'll see your one word as stupid. Great, like don't apply for the job. We're not gonna work well together. Go somewhere else, it's better for both of us. And I think too many people hire just on skills and not enough on values. You want the people who have similar values. And so I'll lead off a job post with, I'm looking for a video editor who believes in entrepreneurs. And the first paragraph will be about Believe and what my message and my mission is. And some people will see that and say it's the stupidest thing ever, and it's fantastic because they won't apply for the job, and both of us will save time. And others will see that and say, this is amazing. Where has this person been all my life? This is a dream job that I want to be a part of. And they'll work harder in their job application to stand out for you. And so those are the people that you want. The people who have the shared values and the people who have the skills. And instead of wasting your time on job applications and sorting through hundreds of resumes, you want the people to shine through who have the same value system as you. So it's an easy way to weed out the people who aren't good fits, and also the people who are great fits, they're gonna work harder to get on your team because you've done a good job of explaining yourself. And so you apply it to everything. That's just about hiring somebody. We can look at it through our operations, through hiring suppliers, through bringing on investors. You don't want an investor who thinks your mission is stupid, right? And by using your one word as the calling card, as the entry point, you'll get investors who believe the same thing. And they'll want to work with you more than other companies, and they'll spend more time, and they'll give you more dollars than they would with other companies because they believe in the same thing that you believe. So this eventually becomes the lens through which you make every important decision. You can bring that to your life, you can bring that to your business. And so the book's divided into those three sections: core, figuring out what it is you stand for; campaign, create a marketing campaign that helps you bring some money into your business ASAP; and then 3, building a real company off of this so you can take that genius you have inside you, hopefully reach more of your potential, bring more of that into the world, and have a much bigger impact. And so I hope you'll check out the book. It's not that big an investment financially or from a time perspective, and I hope you'll do the exercises. Not just blaze through another book that just sits there on your desk, but actually do the exercises, actually spend the time on it. I want you to get value from this. And again, for those of you who are going through the process, you pick up the book, make sure you're emailing your receipt, because there's a whole bunch of free bonuses that you get attached with every purchase as well. And so that's my message for you today. Coming from the North Sea, as I make my way to Germany, I wanted to just pause and congratulate you again for getting this far on your journey, and also strongly encourage you to go down the path of figuring out your one word. It may sound cheesy or corny or whatever reason comes up in your head for not to check it out, but the people who have gone through the process have seen such dramatic changes in their business and in their life. And it all starts with just that extra clarity to say, this is what I stand for. I now know what I need to do. Just having that clarity, having a compass, having a map allows you to go so much further, so much faster. And I believe that you have an insane amount of potential inside you. And I want you to reach it. I want to play a small, tiny piece in your success. I want you to go off and build amazing businesses that have a dramatic impact on the world. And I'm excited to hear about your progress. I'm excited to see your story. Thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love, guys. Check out the book, and I'll see you soon.